friends. It's almost noon, like one more minute and it will be noon. And I hope everybody is okay. And we have been having really bad storms today here in San Antonio. So it happens. But we had it's flooded. So, be careful out there. And I hope everybody's doing okay. So I'll wait for a few of you to appear. So let's get this here. And today, hi, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon now. It's noon. So, hi, Anna. How are you? Good morning. Thank you very much for being. Thank you. Okay, yes, it's evening in Iraq. Yes. Thank you very much for coming here and saying hello. Hello, Afak. Mamentova. Oh my goodness. I am so impressed that we're able to uh, be with you so far in California. Buenos dias, Aida. Buenos dias. Hello from Sarah from the United Kingdom. Thank you very much for being with us. It is amazing the systems we have now. It is amazing. I remember when I was growing up that we had the phones that grrr, grrr, that thing. Never we have thought that we were able to get on the phone and talk live. Buenos dias de California. Hello, Nano. Okay. My goodness, isn't it something that we're able to be so. Hi from Ireland. My goodness, Ruth, how are you? Thank you very much for being here. From Rio. Okay, from Brazil. Thank you. Oh my gosh. And from San Antonio, from Chicago, from Canada, from Quebec. Bonjour. Bonjour. Merci d'être avec nous. Thank you. Gracias. Thank you, thank you. Merci beaucoup. Alors, now today we're going to talk about something very interesting. You remember that we posted the French scarf that goes around. Thank you very much, Kiran from India. Thank you. Franca Perotti. You're probably in Italy. So anyway, remember that we posted that French scarf that went in it, and it started in an angle, and it started like this. Now this has increases. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. From the Caribbean. All right, Paige, thank you. Okay, so this is what happens. You see that French scarf that we made, we had increases like this. You're Italian, but you're in England. Yeah, it happens. And European people travel a lot also. From Greece. Oh my, and from India. Oh my gosh. Hi, Monica. Thank you very much. You know that Anna is there. Thank you, Anna. Thank you because you can help me answer things and welcome everybody. Thank you. So, this is what happens. Every time you want to make a scarf, but you want it slanted. So you see, it's like this. And remember that scarf that we posted, the French scarf? And it's done like this. Of course, you can make alterations. For example, like here. And here I made a scarf that I started with one stitch. So from one stitch, I added stitches, and I'm going to post this online, but I really wanted to show you how when you add stitches on this side and you take one on this side, it becomes slanted. See, the knitting becomes like in an angle. So you can increase and also have it in an angle. Like the French scarf always has the same amount of stitches. I think it had 40, but you always have the same amount of stitches. And I started with 40 here, with 15 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so 15 stitches, and I always have 15 stitches here. So what you want to do, and I'm going to put my camera down, but I'll come back to say goodbye to you. So let me do this very carefully, very carefully. Okay, so what you want to do here is that in order to add stitches, you do it only on one side, or you add only one stitch and take off one stitch every other row. So since I want to do that on this row, that means that I want to put a piece of yarn or a pin or something that reminds me that it's on this side where I add stitches. So the way I add stitches, and you can add it in many different ways, you can knit front and back of one stitch, or you can make one, but it leaves like a little hole, which is okay if that's what you want to do. And so we will make a video of the different ways to cast on, the different ways to add stitches, and I think we have one with different ways of adding stitches. So what you want to do when you have a slanted thing like this is that you want to knit front and back, and because that's what I'm doing with this one, so you knit, let me turn myself here, so you want to knit front and the back. Let's do that again. So because I really want you to get this, that stitch I am going to knit front and back of it. So knitting the front, I knit the front, and then I bring my needle to the back and knit the back of the stitch. See it? So you want to knit the back of the stitch, and then you have 2 stitches out of 1. So you're going to knit all the way to the last row, to the last 3. So when you have 3 left, then you need to knit 2 together. So like that, you always have 15. So I have 3 left, and I want to knit those 2 stitches together. Can you see me? Yeah. So you want to knit those 2 stitches together, and then knit the last one. Some people knit the last 2 stitches together, but you see, I want the edge to look the same. I want a clean edge, so I want it to look like that. And then of course on the way back you don't add any stitches, and then you have your 15. So you always have 15 or whatever number you started with for a slanted scarf, and it turns out like that automatically. If you add 1 stitch on one side and take it off on the other side, then it turns out like this. So I am going to repeat this, so like that it's nice and clear. If you add a stitch on this side and take it off on this side, so you always have the same amount of stitches, it turns out to be slanted like this. And so it looks very pretty because you always have that angle. So please look up that French scarf that we have. So on this one, I am going to knit that one front one stitch. You're going to knit it from the front, and then pick up your needle and pick up the back of that same stitch. Knit it from the back, and then of course I want to have 15, and since I added one here, I want to take it off on the other side. And what you want to do on the other side is that you want to knit the last three, knit those two together, and then knit the last one. And that's it. And then on the way back, since I don't see my pin, you just knit without doing anything to it. And that's the whole trick. And it's really pretty because you can do a whole bunch of stuff. Now on this one, I added stitches at the same time as having it slanted because I started with one stitch. That means that I added here and then knitted the two together on this side. So I added one here and then knitted two together and then knitted this part. And then on the way back, I knitted all the way here and added a new stitch on this side. So therefore, I was able to have the slanted knitting like this and also increase stitches. So, but I'm going to be posting this shawl. See, I already have a huge amount of stitches here on my needle. See, I have like an amazing amount of stitches, and I'm just going to finish with this yarn and then bind off. But it turns out like being a triangle, and it's very interesting. Once I finish it, I'll make a video about it, and that's it. That's the trick for today, is talking about slanted knitting. And let me see you. Can you see me, Anna? Okay. Okay, so that's what it's about. And thank you very much for being with us. Let me see who I... Hi. Thank you, Jade. Thank you. It's being Okay, I'm back. Okay, sometimes it freezes. But thank you very much. My goodness. Wow. Hi. Oh my gosh. Isn't this wonderful to be able to reach so many people? It is gorgeous, this systems. And I can just imagine what's going to happen in the next, I don't know, 10 years. When Nicholas is 10 years old, he's going to be able to do awesome stuff. So thank you very much for being with us. Anna and I love you dearly, and we appreciate very much being with us and following us and subscribing. And we are very grateful. And thank you very much for being with us. Thank you. Look, guys, your kind words really mean a lot to us. And thank you very much. Well, this is the voice that I have, and it's the only one that I have. But thank you very much for saying that. It's sweet, because when I hear myself going. You know how funny it is when you hear yourself talking, because it's not the same as hearing yourself inside the head. Anyway, thank you very much, and be safe out there. Take care. Spring is here. I hope that the people from New York and the northeastern states are better, because you had a rough time with all those northeasterns. So I hope you don't have so much snow anymore. And thank you very much for being with us. And I will see you on next Wednesday. Thank you.